Hello everyone. Welcome to another live session. Still waiting for the faces to pop up. There you go. Hi John, how are you? Good morning everybody. Good morning Ginger. Good morning Kelly. Hello from Boston. Good morning Deb. Guys, I'm in Waterloo, Ontario. It's a city close to Canada. Good morning from Miami. Good morning from New York City. Amazing. Hello from Sweden. Hi Jen. Some of my wife's family is actually from Sweden. They are in Stockholm, in Bollnäs, and all over the place. So nice to see people from Sweden. Morning from Mexico, Julian. I'm jealous that you're in Mexico. I would love to be there. New people for my live sessions today, guys. Anybody who is completely new to me and to my live sessions, this is the first time. Hi from Australia. Hi from Scotland. I'm just honored to be able to be with so many people from so many different countries. Hey, Cantaneo, welcome. So for those of you who are new, my name is Emilio Jose Garcia. Okay, I am the co-founder of a company called KW Professional Organizers. And since 2012, I have been helping people create a lifestyle that they love. Optimize their lifestyle so that they can thrive in life. And I do that by helping you master the basics of life. That those basics of life are like your time management, your self-care so that you can take care of your mind, taking care of your physical environment because that's really, really important. That's why today's session is all about helping you become aware of all the physical clutter that you may have in your life and how that clutter is affecting you. And this session is not meant to make you feel bad. This session is just to help you become aware, to help you. Hey, hi from Spain, Mati. I'm from Spain, from Barcelona. So it's nice to see a Spanish here. That's amazing. So this is just meant to help you become aware of your current situation so that you can change, okay? Because we all can change anytime. I am a professional organizer in Scotland. Carolina, amazing. Thank you for joining. I need you, Linda. Thank you. Well, guys, I do offer one-on-one sessions, so make sure that you check me out online. I just go to emiliojosegarcia.com and you will see everything that I offer there if you are interested, okay? Here from Honolulu. Amazing. Guys, today I would like to start with a celebration of something that you are grateful for, okay? Let's get into this container, into this space. Before we get started with the meditation and the questions, I want you to share in the chat something that you are grateful about, something that happened in the last 24 hours, 48 hours that you are proud of, that you are grateful for, that it made you feel well, something that you are celebrating, okay? Decluttering all morning. I'm so happy I found some crystals we thought we have lost. Amazing. Yeah, when you declutter, you start finding treasures that you forgot about. So what is something that you are grateful for today, guys? So grateful for that. Amazing. So you are grateful for having found crystals, stacking wood piles. Amazing. Time away from work to focus on my wellness. Amazing. Grateful for being home playing with my kids today. Amazing, Sharon. Grateful for my dogs. He is my best friend. That's amazing. Unconditional love. Dogs provide you with unconditional love. Absolutely. I am grateful because I got my second shot on Sunday. It was really important for my wife that we got fully vaccinated. And I have to tell you, today I'm a little bit groggy. My arm hurts a lot. I can barely lift it up. It's just so painful. So I didn't get a great sleep last night because I love moving around in bed. And every time I was moving, I had to basically grab my arm and move it. And the pain was waking me up. But I'm grateful that I'm fully vaccinated. I'm grateful that we had access to that protection. I'm grateful for 110 days of consistent meditation. That's amazing. Wow. I honor you for that. I'm grateful for talking to my best friend today. See, guys, there are so many things that you can be grateful for. And so many times we just choose to focus on the negatives all the time. And by shining the light on the things that we are grateful for, we just become aware of all the good that is in our lives. Invaluable help from my university tutor, spending 1 week with my family. Thank you so much for sharing, guys. I'm feeling excited now. So let's do a little grounding exercise. So today's session is all about, I'm gonna read a few questions, okay? So the exercise is called, Am I a Clutterer? And this is a resource from an association in the US called Clutterers Anonymous. It's like Alcoholics Anonymous, but it's Clutterer Anonymous. And they came up with this resource that is like a 25 questions to help you really understand if you are a clutterer or not. From my experience and point of view, I will rename that to say, instead of saying, Am I a clutterer? That means that you have a label, you are putting a label on yourself. I would rather say, do I have clutter tendencies in a specific area of my life right now? Okay? And why I think that's important. That's the same for hoarding, okay? Some people say, she's a hoarder, he's a hoarder, I am a hoarder. When you place a label on yourself or on someone else, majority of the times you are believing that label, you are embracing that label, and you believe that you cannot change. That's who you are. And that's not true. I'd rather say, right now, I have hoarding tendencies. Right now, I have clutter tendencies in a specific area of my life. Because guys, when you start diving deeper into the why that's there, then you're gonna find reasons of why. And you are gonna be able to start digging deep and start changing. Honestly, you will be able to start changing if you really want to change. So I will say that instead of am I a clutterer, I will say, do I have clutter tendencies? Okay. So for the amazing avocado tree I planted in my backyard, amazing, a little late. Thank you for offering these classes. Thank you so much, Lenore. We didn't get started yet. We just did what we are grateful for today, just one or two things. And I was just saying that today's live session is all about really understanding if you have clutter tendencies in a specific area of your life. Okay, so let's get it. I'm gonna play a little bit of music to set the tone. Music sometimes helps really get you into a different mindset. I don't know if you can hear that. How can we learn more? Shannon, how can we learn more about what? So can you guys hear the music? Is it too loud? Is it like good? Yes? Okay, amazing. So I want you to close your eyes, okay? I want you to sit down in a comfortable position. You are more than welcome to lay down. If you prefer to lay down, that's totally okay. Shannon, my website is emiliojosegarcia.com. So just close your eyes. Make yourself comfortable, whatever that means to you. Sometimes I lay in bed. Sometimes I lay on the couch. Sometimes I sit on a chair. Sometimes I walk because I need movement. Sometimes I lay down on my yoga mat. Just start breathing in and out. I want you to start connecting with your body. Start connecting with how you feel. Start connecting with any tensions that you may be experiencing in your body. And just focus your breath into those areas. If you feel comfortable, you can visualize light. You can direct that light with your breathing into those areas that you are feeling tension. And you can visualize some of that tension leaving away out of your body with every exhale. Just breathe as you feel comfortable. You can do some box breathing, it's called, and it's basically breathing in for 4 seconds. Inhale. Then you hold your breath for 4 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4. You exhale through the mouth for 4 seconds. and then you hold for another 4 seconds, and then you start again. Inhale, hold, exhale, and hold. If you can, inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth, and allow yourself to make noises, to make anything that makes you feel calm. Why are you here today? What was the motivation for you to, from everything that you could be doing, you chose to be here? What would you like to change in your life right now? To gain another perspective, someone says. Just think about it. If nothing comes up, it's totally okay. Sometimes it takes time, and sometimes we don't allow ourselves enough time to really discover. So I'm going to start within the 25 questions slowly, okay? I want you to really listen to every question, and I want you to pay attention to what's coming up for you with every question. Don't judge, don't feel bad, don't react. Just observe what's coming up for you, okay? Just be loving, be empathetic with yourself. The fact that you are here right now, even shining the light on those things, proves that you are ready to change whatever you want to change in your life, and you are the only one who has that answer. Okay? Question 9. So Juliana, I am recording this session and I will upload it to Insight Timer in the next couple of days, okay? So question number 1. Do you have more possessions that you can comfortably handle? Just let it sink. Just feel what's coming up for you. Question number 2. Are you embarrassed to invite family, friends, healthcare providers, or maintenance workers into your home because it is not presentable? Alex, number 1 is, do you have more possessions that you can comfortably handle? Don't worry about the questions if you miss something, because I will share where you can find them after, okay? And you will have access to the recording. Question number 3. Do you find it easy to drop something instead of putting it away, or to wedge it into an overcrowded drawer or closet rather than finding space for it? Number 4. Is your home or any part of it not usable for its intended purpose? With a bed you can't sleep in, a garage you can't park in, a kitchen you can't cook in, or a table that you can't use for dining? Question number 5. Is clutter causing problems at home, at work, or in your relationships? Someone is saying yes to all the questions far. It doesn't matter how many yeses you have. It doesn't matter how you are feeling right now, because you can always change, because you can always start doing something different today. Okay? So just remember that. Focus on your emotions, focus on the new reality that you would like to create. And in order for you to be able to create that new reality, you have to embrace what's happening right now. You have to understand it, you have to embrace it, and you have to be able to emotionally digest everything. Because if you cannot do that, you are not going to be able to move forward with doing other things in your life, with creating new habits and new routines. Number 6. Do you hesitate sharing about this problem because you feel embarrassment, guilt, or shame about it? Number 7. Do you have weakness for discarded objects, bargain items, freebies, reading materials, or yard sales? Number 8. Do you use avoidance, distraction, or procrastination to escape dealing with your clutter? Someone says, it's what I am, an artist. 7 again, please. Yeah, 7 was, do you have a weakness for discarded objects, bargain items, freebies, reading materials, or yard sales? For all of you guys who are creative minds, I totally understand that you can see use for everything that you may find. Everything that you may encounter can have a use because you are creative, because you can make it work. You can create art, you can create something beautiful from even garbage, even recycling, right? So for those people who have that ability, the idea of letting go of things that can be useful is very, very frustrating, right? It's very you just avoid it, you just procrastinate, you just don't want to deal with it because it has a very deep emotional reason of why you are doing that. But that's why becoming aware is important, and that's why you need to really declare what your intention is. Because when you can declare what your intention is, when you can declare what kind of lifestyle you want to have, from that awareness you can decide how your physical space needs to look like for your unique needs. And that's when you can get started creating a space that facilitates the lifestyle that you decided that you want to live. Okay? Number 8 again, do you use avoidance, distraction, or procrastination to escape dealing with your clutter? Number 9. Does your clutter create a risk of falling, fire, infestation, or eviction? Number 10. Do you avoid starting assignments, miss deadlines, or abandon projects because you can't find the paperwork or materials you need? Charmaine says, I go through periods of cluttering and decluttering and I feel light and happy, and then the clutter creeps in again. That's a really good observation. And one of the techniques that I help people with is the maintenance. Because a lot of the times people find the motivation to get started, they actually create the change that they need to see, but then they lack the consistency of the new habits and new routines that are required to maintain that new lifestyle. And in order for you to be able to maintain those, you have to be able to repeat and be consistent repeating those new habits and routines for at least 2 to 3 weeks, at least, sometimes even more. And if you cannot find the accountability, if you cannot find the motivation, if you cannot find the energy and to just do it every day, to do the day-to-day activity, task, habit, routine that you need to do, it's very easy to go back to what you know, to go back to what's familiar to you. And that's what happens to a lot of people. Okay, so that's why when I am helping someone one-on-one, for example, one of the things that I do with the people is I keep them accountable, because I know that the maintenance is the most important thing. Coming to calls like this, it's an act of staying on that energy, staying on that new reality that you are trying to create for yourself. Okay, but sometimes you need even more help, because just think about how long have you been doing something for. If you have had a habit of being clutter, having a clutter space for like 10 years, for example, trying to change that in a week is just not realistic. It's just not, it's very difficult to do. It's possible, sure, but something needs to switch in your mindset. Something needs to switch that will make you create those habits, create those routines, and change completely. And sometimes that takes time. Okay. I feel guilty getting rid of things that I can find the most ethical way to get rid of. I feel guilty throwing things in the garbage I can recycle. That's very normal, and I will invite you guys to research what's around in your community, research what kind of like thrift stores you have available, what kind of auction places, what kind of like websites that maybe you can donate things for free and people will come and get them. There are a lot of resources that you may not be aware of, and I invite you to research, because in my community, for example, we have an abundance of thrift stores. We have Facebook Marketplace, we have Kijiji, we have eBay, we have Letgo, we have Free Cycle. We have so many online avenues that even if you don't have a car, you can post it for free with a photo and someone will come and get it. You can also sell it. We also have auction places. So there are a lot of, you just have to be aware of what's available in your community. How do you stay consistent if you have an unpredictable medical? Rebecca, sometimes having a medical condition is a challenge that you have to be aware of. And at the end of the day, you have to aim to create a reality that is sustainable for you. Okay, if you have a medical condition that doesn't allow you to maybe have a lot of energy, or you need downtime periods, or you need to sleep longer, or you have to create a lifestyle that can facilitate that, because that's what you need right now. Okay, so setting up a specific and expectations that are realistic for yourself, and then starting to create the habits and routines that you need for your unique situation. That's what I will recommend you do. And when you are in that state that self-care is needed, that you are low energy, you have a medical condition, you have to shed your life. You have to declutter as much as possible. You have to simplify your lifestyle as much as you can, so that you don't require a lot of time and energy to maintain your lifestyle. So I don't really know what your unique situation is, but that's where we can dive deeper in a one-on-one session if you want to. I donate a lot. I need to love Recycle. Recycle is amazing, guys. It's free, and it's just a community of people who donate things for free, and it's just amazing. Okay, so we were on number 10. Do you avoid starting a side? Oh no, we did that already. 11. Do you have difficulty making decisions about what your possessions, daily living, or life in general? Number 12. Do you rent storage space to house possessions that you rarely use? Number 13. Do cleaning, organizing, follow through, upkeep, and maintenance all become daunting tasks, making the simplest of chores insurmountable? Number 14. Do you bring an item into your home without designating a place for it and releasing an equivalent one? Number 15. Believe that there is all in the world to clean your house, finish those projects, and all those piles of old magazines or newspapers? Number 16. Are you easily sidetracked, moving from one project to another without finishing any of them? Lorena, 14 was, do you bring an item into your home without designating a place for it and releasing an equivalent one? Basically, making sure that you create a permanent of that new item. If, for example, you are bringing a new dresser into your home and you don't have the physical space for it, and then it just sits in the middle of the corridor or it sits in the middle of the room and it's preventing you from using that room as you like, that's the problem, that you don't have a permanent home for that item. Helen, good news, procrastinating is something we're going to be talking about on Friday, okay? 17. Are you constantly doing things for others while your own home is out of order? Shona, 11 was, do you have difficulty making decisions about what to do with your possessions, daily living, or life in general? Kat, we do have this list on our website on a blog post, and you can also find it, you will have the recording, and you can also find it online. If you am I a clutterer, you may very easily on Google, okay? 18. Do you often replace possessions rather than find or clean those you already have? "19. Does perfectionism keep you from doing anything at all? 20. Does clutter cause you to have late charges added to your monthly financial obligations? So do you find yourself paying late fees because you don't pay things on time, because maybe you don't have a paper system? 21. Do you feel a strong sense of emotional attachment toward your possessions, which makes it difficult to release them? 22. Do you consider all your possessions to be of equal worth, whether or not the objects have financial, functional, or sentimental value? Tere, number 20 was, does clutter cause you to have late charges added to your monthly financial obligations? 23. Do you waste your valuable time and talent by concealing yourself from clutter? 24. Does clutter keep you from enjoying quality leisure time? 25, the last one, guys. Is the clutter problem growing? So someone mentioned in the comments, I didn't make the connection of clutter and finances. Guys, absolutely. Let me tell you that when you have clutter, some of the costs that clutter may cause you are paying late fees, buying duplicates, and just wasting a lot of time and money in things that you don't need, in maintaining things. Maybe you have a storage unit that you're paying every month, but you realistically, if you were to declutter and assess everything in there, most likely you wouldn't need it. So that's a financial impact too. Ali says, not sure what that means, rescuing yourself from clutter. So that was 23. Do you waste your valuable time and talents by constantly rescuing yourself from clutter? That means that the physical clutter doesn't let you do anything else. You go home and you are always dealing with things, always dealing with clutters, moving things around, trying to clean up and never finishing, never finding what you need when you need it, feeling overwhelmed, and then you basically have to rescue yourself from those emotions, those physical environment that doesn't suit your lifestyle, etc. So basically it's when you cannot have the lifestyle that you want, when you cannot do the activities that you want to be doing because of clutter. Kat says, I am shocked at how many apply to me. Me too, Kat. Staff. Me there. Okay. To be able to enjoy the more 25, it's about the same paperwork. So guys, how do you feel after doing all these 25 questions? Just put it in the comments. How do you feel? I think about it in the past. I may have bought a piece of garment because I didn't do my laundry timely. Is there a specific way to deal with papers? Sad, overwhelmed. Guys, let everything out of you, okay? Everything is welcome here. Everything is required. Talking, hopeful. How can we let go of emotional stuff? Lorena, I have a recording about emotional stuff, and I did a live that you can find in my recordings. 12 questions to ask. Thank you so much for your donation. BD. Just came on, where can we get this list? Richard, there will be a recording of this session, okay? Much apples to me. Much applies to me. Getting better, still a process. I feel like I'm not alone in this. Absolutely, you are not alone. Sad, nearly every question is a yes. Please don't feel sad, Christine. You have the ability to always change. Embarrassed, sad, worry. So one of the sentences that they have here at the end, it says the actual number of positive responses is not as important as how you feel inside about your clutter. Okay? You are not alone. Millions of people around the world have trouble with cluttering. Guys, I have courses on different platforms, including Inside Timer, and we have over 15,000 students in over 135 countries that take these decluttering, minimalism, self-care courses. So that shows that this is not a problem only from North America. This is a problem that everybody's experiencing in first world countries, even in other countries that I can't even pronounce them sometimes, the name of those countries. And people are consuming this content because they relate to it. So absolutely, you are not alone in this. And then I just want to read another one. The amount of clutter in our lives is not as important as the desire to stop cluttering. Okay? And again, stop cluttering is something that many of you may think, I don't know how to do that, right? And that's okay. It all starts with becoming aware of the life that you want to create for yourself. Okay? Interesting, we'll check into that. Clutter results from our emotional state. Absolutely. I need a course immediately. Something to help support me keep going. Anything then? Kat, check check our academy if you want. Professionalorganizers.com. You can find the courses there. I also have a self-care course here on Insight Timer that you guys can take. It's a 10-day course, and I share a lot of tools to help you with the self-care aspect. I am in the process of creating a minimalism course that will show you how to embrace minimalism in every area of your life. That will be paper, that will be physical clutter, digital clutter, self-care, finances, stuff like that. I also have a lot of recordings already that you can listen to on Insight Timer. Recordings on every specific area of your life, okay? So make sure you check them. Yes, a little bit a luxury problem, enough money to buy clutter. I think we clutter unconsciously. It's not intentional. That's what I was gonna talk about. The clutter, intentional. Being intentional. This is the first step, guys. The first step is to be intentional. And be intentional means start being intentional about what kind of lifestyle do you want to have. Some people are asking about the courses. Oh, let me see. Actually, just trying to type. Just type that on Google, emiliojosegarcia.com, and then you will find all the information in there, okay? So now that we have done these 25 questions about to find out if you have clutter tendencies or not, now I have a series of how many questions? 18 questions. So what do I do if it's not my clutter? My partner brings clutter home constantly and it's driving me crazy. Lara, that's a whole new, like, involving others in this process. It's tricky. Everybody needs to be on the same page. Clear communication is necessary in that case, and your partner needs to become aware that you are experiencing a problem with that clutter. You need to have deep conversations. You need to sometimes use a mediator. It's helpful. Like, so sometimes that's what I do with my clients. Sometimes I have a family meeting and I am the mediator in the form of I listen to the husband, I listen to the other partner, I listen to maybe the kids if they are there, and we try to understand. Everybody needs to come with an open mind. Everybody needs to be open-minded to receiving help. Some people are not at that stage, but when everybody is willing to be curious, is willing to try something different, is willing to change, that's when you can open the door to like clear communication, creating healthy boundaries, creating physical spaces that everybody feels comfortable in. So there are a lot of strategies for you to be able to help someone else who is bringing clutter, but they need to be ready to receive help. If they are not ready, if they don't see a problem, you have to find aware first. Maybe inviting them to this kind of talks, maybe by a document, maybe with a book, maybe by really finding something that inspires them, using that to help them create a space that will facilitate that activity. You have to get creative, and every case is so unique that I cannot give you like a step-by-step process for you to follow because I don't have enough information. But yeah, clear communication, healthy boundaries. Everybody needs to come with an open mind, and sometimes finding a mediator, it's important and necessary. Okay, this is like going to therapy, guys. If you go to couples therapy, what's happening there? You and your partner go there, you have differences, you have tried your best to communicate with each other and it didn't work. So that person is gonna be the sounding board for both of you. That person is gonna keep you accountable to what you say you are going to do. And then instead of your partner telling you what to do, it's someone else telling you what you wanted to do. It's way different, right? So these are some of the things. That was for the instructor. We can see what he typed. He only typed his name. He's telling us to Google his name. Yeah, guys, sorry, like Insight doesn't allow me to like share links. There is a link on my bio on Insight Timer that you can click in there if it works. But if it doesn't work, just go to emiliojosegarcia.com and you will find all the information there, okay? You will find my one-on-one program, courses, and all that stuff. So I want to dive. Are you guys happy to dive into these 18 questions? These 18 questions it's called the ICD Clutter Quality of Life Scale. Okay, my husband just admitted to being a clutter. Thank you. I anticipate life getting better in the area of cleaning and organizing. Amazing, Judy. That's a great first step. If he's open to like to new ideas or to maybe discuss this with you, that's the first and necessary step before getting started. Guys, this next resource that I'm about to share with you, it's the ICD. It's the Institute for Chronically Disorganized. This is an association in the US. They have a lot of great resources to help people with clutter, with ADD, ADHD. They have a lot of like programs that you can take, and this is a free resource that they have. They also have a resource called the Visual Clutter Scale, but the one that I'm sharing today is a series of questions that is going to help you become aware of how clutter affects every area of your life: the emotional, the relationships, the finances, everything. So are you guys ready for the questions? 18 questions. Just subscribe to your newsletter from your website. Amazing, Joyful. Thank you so much. So are you guys ready for the questions? Again, you will have access to the recording, so don't worry about if you are missing one. Like, you will have access to the recording and then you can replay it as many times. What's important here is that you listen to the question, that you really embrace and sync with that question, let it sit, and then see what's coming out for you. See the gut. Don't think with your mind, okay? Just let it be and see. When I read the question, you just have a few seconds to see your gut feeling, to see what's coming up for you, okay? That's what I want you to observe. Don't get in your mind, don't get distracted with blah blah blah. Just emotionally speaking, see what's coming up for you. Work us out, Emilio. What is the organization? It's called ICD, Institute for the Chronically Disorganized. Okay? So in here, just think about a scale. When I read every question, think about where you are finding yourself in the scale. On a scale 1 to 7. Okay? 1, I strongly disagree. 7, I strongly agree. So just see on every question. A 2 is that you disagree. A 3 is that somewhat I disagree. A 4 is like you are neutral. A 5, somewhat I agree. A 6, I agree. And a 7, I strongly agree with this. Okay? Thank you so much, VD, for typing that in there. Okay, let's get started, guys. Close your eyes. Inhale and exhale a few times. Just relax yourself. Okay? Just breathe. Allow yourself some space to breathe. Just come back to the present moment. We are here live. We're gonna go through 18 questions. And your only job right now is to listen to every question and see what's coming up for you. Okay? Question number 1. Sorry, these are not questions, these are statements, okay? Statements. Statement number 1. I am concerned about what others might think of me if they knew about the clutter in my home. Just let it sink. Number 2. I have to move things in order to accomplish tasks in my home. Number 3. I often buy things I already have because I don't know where things are in my home. Number 4. The clutter in my home upsets me. Number 5. I avoid having people come to my home because of the clutter. Number 6. I try to avoid thinking about the clutter in my home. Number 7. I don't get to use spaces in my home they would like to clutter. Number 8. My family life has suffered as a result of the clutter in my home. Number 9. I feel overwhelmed by the clutter in my home. Number 10. I am worried about the amount of clutter in my home. Number 11. I cannot find things when I need them because of clutter. I have incurred debt I can't really afford as a result of having too many possessions. Number 13. I feel guilty when I think about the clutter in my home. Helen, number 7 was, I don't get to use spaces in my home the way I would like to because of clutter. I see a crying face, Karen. Please be gentle with yourself. We are just becoming aware here, okay? And the fact that you are here shows that you are ready to try something different in your life. You are ready to start being intentional. Number 14. I have to be careful when walking through my home in order to avoid tripping over objects. 15. I have neglected taking care of things that need to be done in my home because of the clutter. Number 16. I don't have family members over as much as I would like because of the clutter in my home. Ali, I do have my own website. It's called emiliojosegarcia.com, and this is a free resource that you can find online. If you can't, just send me an email and I'm happy to send it to you in PDF version, okay? Number 17. I have been late paying bills more than once in the past 3 months because they got lost in the clutter. And the last one, 18. I feel depressed by the clutter in my home. It's frustrating at times because there is no timeline on how long breaking through takes. Shona, from my own experience of helping a lot of people in their homes dealing with clutter, I can tell you that when people are ready, when people are in the right mindset, and when people have clarity about what is it that they are trying to create, when you have clarity about the outcome that you are expecting from the process, dealing with the physical belongings, it's finite. It's just physical belongings. You may have 100, you may have 500, you may have 1,000. I don't care. It's a finite number. It just takes time to go through them. But once it's done, it's done. The important piece here is the mindset. The important piece here is you being clear, you being intentional, you knowing what is it that you want. And this is where everybody gets stuck. They get stuck in the emotional aspect of it, and they just don't find a way to move through that. Mental clutter and disorganization, absolutely. Why? Because sometimes you just need support, you just need help. Sometimes you just cannot do this alone because it's just so demanding. It's so, like, why therapy sometimes? Like, I go to therapy sometimes. I have gone to therapy with my... We are signing up for August. It's a couples program. And they're going to help us do activities, do stuff, keep us accountable. Like, why do you think we do those things? Because sometimes in life, you just cannot do things alone. You just need support. You just need help. Okay? And sometimes we are trying to do something by our own, but trying to do the thing and expecting different results is just not. So that's why sessions like this are helping you with the mindset piece. They are helping you with the motivation piece. They are helping you to become aware of what's possible in your life. What is possible in your life? What is possible that you could change right now? That you could just decide that you want to change something that you don't like, something that is not working for you, something that you don't like from your home. You are the only one who can. And if you decide to change right now, what needs to happen after is taking the action to make the required changes. And if you have the clarity, you have the motivation, and you have the help, I don't think there is anything else standing on your way. So just think about it. Perfect timing, as I am having a massive clear out today surrounded by boxes. Haha, amazing, Sharon. Yes, I hear that. That's finally where I am. I'm excited to be on the other side. Thank you. Amazing, Shona. Okay, so I just want to shine the light on the areas that I covered with those statements, okay? Some of those statements, they apply to liability of space, okay? So your physical space is like, I have to move things in order to accomplish tasks in my home. I don't get to use spaces in my home the way I would like to. I can't find things when I need them because of clutter, okay? And I have neglected taking care of things that need to be done because of clutter in my home. So those statements apply to your physical home, okay? Then the emotional area of your life, some of the statements that fall into the emotional is, the clutter in my home upsets me. I try to avoid thinking about the clutter in my home. I feel overwhelmed by the clutter in my home. I am worried about the amount of clutter in my home. I feel guilty when I think about the clutter in my home. I feel depressed by the clutter in my home. All of those statements are shining the light on the emotional side of your life. Okay? Social, the social area. Some of the statements that refer to the social aspect is, I am concerned about what others might think of me if they knew about the clutter in my house. I avoid having people come to my home because of the clutter. My family life has suffered as a result of the clutter in my home. I don't have family members over as much as I would like to because of the clutter in my home. All of those statements apply to your social and family life. Okay? Thank you so much, Sharon. Financial. The financial impact of your clutter in your life. I often buy things I already have because I don't know where things are in my home. Guys, buying duplicates is a real thing. For so many people, going out and buying a hammer because they need to nail something, it's easier than trying to find the one that they have or the 5 hammers that they have. They just don't know where they are. So it's easier to go to the dollar store, get a new hammer, do the job, and then put the hammer somewhere that is not a permanent home, that you will not remember what it is, and then 3 months from now you will need a hammer and you will do the same thing. I have seen that happen with a lot of people. I have incurred debt I can't really afford as a result of having too many possessions. Credit cards, guys, so convenient to use. You can buy anything anytime you want, even if you don't have the money. So you start swiping the credit card, things that you think you need. You forget to be intentional. You forget to track your finances, and then all of a sudden you are left with a huge debt that you cannot pay. And you have a mountain of things in your home that are creating clutter. So that's a financial impact. I have been late paying bills more than once in the past 3 months because I got lost in the clutter. Paying late fees is something real. A lot of people pay late fees because they are disorganized. They don't find the bills, they don't remember to pay them on time. Tax time, a lot of people waste hundreds of dollars just to organize their receipts, just to extract the information that they need to be able to do their taxes. Every year, tax time comes and it's a stressful time, an expensive time, and instead of making changes once, creating a system, getting help one time, and then your taxes will be easy peasy the rest of your life, so many of us choose to just struggle through the process one and again and again. We go through the taxes and then we want to forget because it was so stressful. We procrastinate to create a system, and then next year comes and we do the exact same thing and we are expecting different results. So that's not going to happen. That's why it's so important to get the motivation going. I should start selling too. Yes, that's embarrassing, buying a duplicate. What is it to opt out for junk mail? I read half of Marie Kondo's book a few years ago and Clutter closed, then went on vacation and lost motivation to continue by the time I got back. Like, guys, sometimes life goes like this, and you need to do stuff that will help you stay motivated, right? That's why so many times I do sessions where I try to get to that mindset. I try to get you to visualize that reality that you are trying to create. And once you can visualize that reality, I really invite you to step into that reality, really feel how you are feeling there, really see around what you are seeing there. And from that place of awareness, of clarity, of motivation, you just have different energy, you just have different vibration, you just have different skills, different tools to approach the clarity that you have in your life. You are talking about my tax system. I like that word, easy. Good motto. I keep buying baskets for laundry so I don't have to out them away. Please, there is no space to put them. So guys, when it comes to laundry, like I was thinking on actually doing a whole laundry and how to organize your clothes. It's a problem that so many people have. And there is a system that is behind the scenes that is a relationship between how you do your laundry and how you store the clothes in your closet and how much quantity you have. So there is a very fine relationship with those things that need to happen for you to be able to have a system that you can maintain. So I love the music in the background. It's uplifting and empathetic and elevates my sense of self-love. I'm glad. It's a playlist on Spotify. That timer technique really works for me. Amazingly, yeah? Like last week, guys, I was sharing about different ways, and the Pomodoro technique is called. It's just using a timer to be focused on a task for like 15 to 20 minutes, and then you take a break. So that's something that people were using, and I'm glad that it's working for some. Okay, guys, so we are reaching the end of this session. I don't know if you guys have any questions or you want to share anything that came up for you. I'm sorry to see the same problem, and thank you, Emilia, for your information. You are welcome, Christine. I would love to invite you to, if you are valuable, of course, you can support me by giving me a small donation if you can. Donations help me support my work, help me prepare these live sessions and be here with you for like 60 minutes. And different ways of supporting than financially, it's by following me, by really listening to my audios and leaving reviews, honest reviews, okay? If you didn't like something, just be honest. If you like something, just give me a 5-star and write something there. You can check out my course, the 10-day course about self-care. And you can also share this with anyone that you feel can be beneficial for. Like if you have a friend, family member that they can benefit from, just make sure that you share this information with them, because I'm here anyway. So right now we have 348 meditators here according to my number here. So I'm here. So the more we can reach, the more people we can help, the better, right? And the more fun the container is gonna be, the more change we're gonna see. And I also have a circle, and I also have a group here on Inside Timer. Okay, so make sure that you join those. Thank you so much for your donation, Joyful. I'm very, very grateful. I'm gonna stick a few more minutes in case you guys have some questions. Thank you for your donation, Loretta. Today I discovered I have 8 spare toothbrushes. That's awesome. Now you can shop from home. If they are in good condition, Sharon, you can shop from home. Put them in a place that you know where they are, and when your current toothbrush is broken or it's just done, shop from home first if you have the space to store them. This is amazing, insightful, and brought back necessary. Oh, this is wonderful. Thank you so much. Thank you, Kat. I love the timer technique too. Yeah, amazing. Don't give up, Carol. Don't give up, Carol. Never. When will the recording be on Insight Timer? Yeah, Jay and Richard, this is recorded and then I normally upload it now, but Insight Timer may take a couple days. Sometimes it's the average 2 to 3 days for them to approve them. So I don't really know. It's not under my control, but I upload it right now. So I just put it inside, upload the file, and then it's just for Insight Timer to approve it. Laundry and clothing session will be great. Maybe next week I can do that, Sharon. I really hope you can do a session like this in Spanish. Maybe I should. I just have so much time in the week, guys, and I'm a bit overwhelmed because I create a lot of content, and the idea of doing double the amount to create really overwhelms me a little bit, to be honest. That's a reality. Thank you, Valeria, for your kind donation. I really appreciate it. So marvelous to be seen. Thanks, Emilio, for sharing with us. I started your course on Insight Timer, and it's such an amazing input on information, like a roadmap, a shortcut to life hacks. Amazing. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you sharing that. Yeah, the course I created is about self-care, and it's something that self-care is, guys, when you are trying to make changes here, there are two key areas that you need to get started with. One is your mental health and your self-care, because if you don't have the right mindset, if you don't have energy, if you are not motivated, you will not be able to do anything in life. And the second one is your body, right? The physical body. How much you sleep, how much you eat, all the activities that you do to nurture your physical health. Once you have those two things in place, doing the rest is way easier. You can tackle your finances, you can tackle your physical clutter, you can communicate with your family members. Everything is easier because you have energy, you have motivation, and you have a good vibration, right? If you don't have those things, that's why the self-care course is the first one I created, because I feel that that's the starting point for majority of the people. Yes, laundry and clothing. I haven't seen it either. Carol, we are all on this journey together. Carol, ask your question. We haven't seen it. Yeah, Carol, if you have a question, sorry, the chat sometimes goes really fast and I can't see everything. Clothing is a big issue. 4 seasons, 4 people, and fluctuating sizes. Clothing overload. I need the closet help for sure. Okay. Carol, messages often scroll up faster than instructors can keep up. Absolutely, guys. Sometimes I just get overwhelmed with the amount of. It's great to see so much engagement. I really love you guys engaging so much. But sometimes don't be shy to repeat your question, especially now that we are on Q&A officially. So I'm really paying attention to the chat. Are you in a circle of his for support of each other? And they start sending 3 times. Sorry, Carol, can you please send it now? And I'm gonna make sure that I see it right now, okay? So my circle, guys, I don't really know the difference between a circle and a group. Do you have a circle? Yes, I do have a circle. It's called Your Thriving Lifestyle. Okay, Your Thriving Lifestyle. Or you can also type my name, Emilio Jose Garcia, and you will find it. I also have a group called A Recipe for an Extraordinary Life. It's the same name as my book. What's the name of the circle? I'm trying to type it, okay? But so this is the name of the group, guys. I typed it on the chat, okay? If someone can type it too, because my chat is really slow. Philippa, there will be a replay here on Insight Timer. I just need, Your Thriving Lifestyle. I just need a couple of days. I will upload it now, but Insight Timer may take 2 to 3 days to publish it, okay? But I normally put the same title as the live, and I put live event recording, okay? It's a deeper for question for another platform, but I'm interested in my own motivation to clutter. Knowing my motivation has been... I'm still trying to pinpoint why I clutter. Interesting journey. Thank you for your offering, Emilio. Amazing, BD. Thank you so much for sharing. Sometimes it just takes a few tries to look at your clutter from different angles until you find something that clicks with you. that's why I think it's important that you just read different books from different people, come to sessions from different people, take courses if you thrive doing courses from different people, and then just see what clicks with you, because there is not a right or wrong way of doing this. There are different ways to get into the same place. Thank you so much, Denise, for your donation. I really, really appreciate it. Yes, guys, you can also ask any questions on the circle. I'm there to support you. Okay. These questions were a great start and understanding my motivation. Thank you. Thank you so much, VD. These are very deep questions. Some of them are very triggering. I know that, but they are necessary. They are really, really necessary. And let me tell you what. Let me share you one thing with you guys. Anytime I'm helping someone do the physical journey, I will not get started if I cannot get that person to become aware of how they feel, what they need, what they want, and find something that will motivate them. I will not get started with the decluttering process because I will not know what to do for that person. My book name is called A Recipe for an Extraordinary Life. If someone can type it in the chat, that would be amazing. And you can find it on my website. I will try the circle. Thank you. Amazing. I am older and my things help me remember good times in my life, but I don't want to leave a mess for my children. Carol, the important thing here is not that you have to get rid of things that you love. It's that making sure that your space is, you feel good in your space. If you feel good in your space and you are displaying all the things that you love, there is nothing wrong with that. And you can also have a plan. Like we just did our will, and we have very specific instructions for people on what to do with our things when we passed. And we don't have expectations that someone is gonna take specific things. Don't have that. Just give an option, right? And if your family, you have to respect that too, because it's a choice. I know sometimes it can be painful, but someone else may find objects, they may give them a new life and they will love them again. So just make sure that you know where to donate those things, and then that will make you feel better. Thank you so much for sharing that. Swedish Death Cleaning is an amazing book that I also recommend. And for those people who are from Sweden, you can share what that is, because it's very predominant in Sweden. Like the Swedish Death Cleaning is something that everybody does, but it's amazing how normal it is for them to just do the death cleaning, they call it. And it's like every time their lifestyle changes, they just do a huge purge about their belongings to make sure that their belongings are facilitating the new lifestyle. So when they leave from university living alone, that's one. From university or maybe from studying, they move in with their partner, that's another stage. They have babies, that's another stage. Then babies children grow up and they go away, and then they downsize to a smaller home, that's another stage of life. So every time you have a stage of life, it's a great time for you to reassess your situation, to reassess what you need, to reassess what kind of house do you want to have, and to be intentional, because that's the secret of life. You have to be intentional. Can someone type name of book? Lots noise where I am. Thank you. Yeah, someone wrote it down. A Recipe for an Extraordinary Life. Okay, guys. The circle name, Richard, is Your Thriving Lifestyle. Thank you so much, Karen, for being here. How do I donate? Guest, you have a donate button on the top of the screen, I think it is, that you can click in there, and then you can donate. There are different quantities that you can donate, okay? And you can also donate later, like you can go to earnings, and you will find an option to donate to the instructor in there, okay? I really, really appreciate you wanting to support me with a donation. Thank you so much. When are you back live? Kat, I will be back on Friday, this Friday, 10 a.m., okay? And the title of the next session is How to Flow Through Procrastination. It was a request from someone last week. And yeah, I'm so excited to share that with you. I am so excited. I know I'm successful in this process. Amazing, BD. Please share your progress in the circle if you are a member or in the group. I would love to know how you are doing, okay? And celebrate you. Muchas gracias, Tere. Yeah, okay, guys. I have to go too. I hope to see you guys on Friday at 10 a.m. and I will create 2 sessions for next week. About one of them is gonna be about how to organize your closet and laundry and the relationship between those 2 things. And then the other one, I don't really know yet. So if you have ideas, type them in the chat or share them in the circle. If you want to see a specific topic, let me know. Okay. Thank you, Emilio. All of your live sessions have been very valuable. See you on Friday. Thank you so much, Judy. Really appreciate your kind words. Friday, 10 a.m. Eastern time. Yeah, same as today, guys. On Friday. I try to be live Tuesdays and Fridays at 10 a.m. Thank you, Kat. Thank you, Gabby. Thank you guys so much for being here. I'm gonna let you go now. I hope you have an amazing Tuesday and I will see you on Friday. And until then, be intentional. Listen to the session again once it's live if you need to, and then work through your mindset, okay? Because that's the first thing that you will need to make change in your life. Sharing your space and things you do that work. Actually, that can be a really fun session. I was thinking on using my iPhone and then going through my home so that you can see the things that I integrate in my life in all these years, so that you can see how we implement self-care, how we implement time management, how we do the meal planning, how we you can see my daughter's closet, you can see our closet. Yeah, maybe I can do something like that so that you can see it. So glad I found you. Thank you so much, new morning person. Amazing. And guys, remember, if you found value, feel free to donate. You can donate right now or you can donate anytime after. Just go to any of my recordings and you will find a donate button in there, okay? Okay, I will see you on Friday. Have an amazing day, guys. Adios.